With any D2L class for CCC Online, it's really important that you participate in the discussions. These discussions help you to understand, to interact with your classmates and instructor, and to also give you that participation feel that you would get in a normal in-class classroom. So in this particular class, I went to the discussions section, and then down here, we have two discussions for Module 1. We have student introductions, and then we have an actual an actual content-based discussion that we need to post to. So in this particular video, I want to show you how to create discussions and how you can change your settings to maybe make it easier for you to read. So I'll click on this particular discussion, and as you can see, all of our discussions are listed here. And then you see this threaded view where it shows one person's post. So this is the instructor's post. And then it looks like students have responded or replied to that post. Okay, so now if we want to create our own post, we can come up here and choose start a new thread, and you're going to introduce yourself. So if I click start a new thread, it's going to pop up in a window. We want to give it a unique name. So So this is where we would add some of our content, and make sure you read the discussion instructions in the previous page where it says, you know, exactly what you should be writing in here. Not exactly, but recommendations for what you should be writing in here, how long, etc., and what the rules are in terms of how much you should engage with your classmates and how it's graded. So let's pretend I added a bunch of content here. Another thing I can do when creating discussion, if I wanted to add a picture of myself directly in the thread, I'm going to use this camera to be able to find that picture of me on my computer and then post it here. I don't have a picture of me on this computer, so I can't really do that, but this is how you actually add those pictures into the thread. You can do a little bit of formatting here. And down here we can add a file. So let's say you wanted to add a file because you want to show off the brochure you made in Module 2 or something of that nature. So let's go ahead and hit post. And once that has been posted, you should be able to see, let's see, where did it go? Oh, there you are. Okay, so this one by the instructor, it has a little pin on it, so it's always at the top, but otherwise the rest of them should be in order of when it was posted. So you can click on this to view that post after the fact. So on another person's, you can go to edit, or you can reply. On your own post, you can actually edit the post as well. So if I wanted to add more to this or explain more, because this is going to kind of freak the students out, then I can do that. But I'll go ahead and hit cancel. And I don't think you can actually delete it, which is kind of a bummer. So I can click on this and I can choose to mark unread or print it, but you can't delete it. Now, me as the instructor, I'll probably delete it after the fact. So if you need something to be deleted, you can actually email me. All right, so if you want to change the settings so it's a little bit different, so if I'm going to go read this post, I have to click on this, and then when I hit next, this is a reply to it. So I don't actually like the way that reads. So for me, I'm going to go up to settings, and it says always show the discussion list pane, that kind of column that was over here. And I actually like reading view, I think. Yes. And threaded means that they're that like items, so responses to the original post are all kind of grouped with that post. So you don't want to say unthreaded because then it just gets kind of chaos. It only shows like the latest and not who they're responding to. So then I also like to have the preview pane. I actually think, I can't remember if this is the settings I like, but I'm going to leave it at that because you can come back later and change these. So I'm going to hit save. And now when I go into that discussion, let's see what that looks like. And it's going to change it for all discussions. So now you can see that this is the first post, and you can see some of the content. You can hit more so you can see more of it. And then this actually has the unread replies. So when I click on that, it shows the original post, and then it shows the replies directly to that post. So that makes it easier for me to kind of just focus on this particular thread and what everybody's saying about this thread. So again, if you don't want those settings, you can come back in here and you can say, maybe I want to try unthreaded without the preview. Yeah, the preview pane. So kind of set those the way you like them. This is just my particular settings. So that's basically how you work with the discussions. You can also tell that there are 24 posts, but there are 19 that I haven't read. So that means that I need to get on this and start writing or reading. I think that's it for the discussions. Let's see the rest. Just make sure to always pay attention to how is this being assessed, and make sure that you're posting early and often.